This is go this way instead. This is some bad news. I don't want to deal with the conga line up there, so let's take the other back way. Got a lot of hail. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but that's just straight up. That's just straight up hail. Hey guys. So it's been about. I've been meaning to give you a shoulder update. Had a, oh my god, this is just horrible. Holy hell on a handbasket. Hey Simon, you can hear that? God, it just got pelted in the face. The window pulled down a little bit. Look at the hailing. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but coming into a storm right now. This is going to be a little bit fun. Going right under the flight path. The airport. One of the areas. I guess everybody else has it. The same damn idea. Oh god. Hey Simon. Hey Timmy. Can't really read the screen. Teresa Jukowitz. Hello. So we got a storm right now, and I figured, hey, let's go live during the storm as I'm driving home from work. See how long exactly this is gonna take me. I gotta actually stop at the grocery store to pick up a prescription. But for the most part, this sucks, man. Under a winter storm warning. I don't know what exactly that entails, but yeah, we got flood watch and a whole bunch of other stuff going on in the area and surrounding areas of my home base, which is Wilkeson, Carbonado area, Buckley, the Buckley Carbonado area. But anyway, never did give a shoulder update. So last week, I have with the surgeon and my occupational physician. And I basically told him, look, I can't be in this kind of pain anymore. This is really dragging me down. My head is not in a good place. Not saying that I have a plan, but the thought had crossed my mind because I'm in so much pain all day long. You need to find something to relieve this pain because you're the doctor. And trying to advocate for myself. He goes, oh, well, yeah, we could do surgery on it. I'm like, okay, so what's the next steps, right? And let's see here, 350 feet, you want me to take a right-hand turn here? Probably swing around. Oh, that's lovely, dude, really? Anyway, so I'm like, okay, so I felt relieved because, I didn't realize the severity of what's going on in my shoulder until I actually got to see the MRI report. It's like, so it's a messed up bicep, and I got bursitis somewhere else, and something about my collarbone. Why is it taking me this way? I don't want to go this way. This is weird. Anyhow, I'm going to go this way. And the big old bone spur in my shoulder, it's sitting like right underneath my rotator cuff, and something about a teres minor, something with that, and I got the report sitting here, but obviously I can't read it while I'm driving. But $4.40? Are you serious for the toll? Are you kidding me right now? This is so stupid. I'm sure that it's gonna be like, nope, you're gonna pay it. But anyway, so get, I get, I'm like, well, you need to do something because I can't deal with this anymore. And so, he's like, well, I can give you narcotics. I'm like, I don't want narcotics. And so we decided on a steroid injection, which I was like, okay, I don't really want to do this because the last several times that I've had this done on other parts of my body, it never really fully worked. And so I'm like, okay, so just do something. I need you to do something. And so here we are. Um, crash, 3 reports, crash, 0.6 mile. Oh, it's on I-5, I think. Okay, so I'm not going I-5, I'm going this way. So I'm going to Kent. Anyway, they've changed this area so much, I don't even know where the hell I am right now. So they shot me up with lidocaine and a steroid injection, and then I proceeded to go over, hey Tiffany, and hey, have fun in nature, hey, Whistle Stop Homestead, hey everybody. I can't read. So go over to Coyotes and go hang out with him for a bit, and of course he said something about having computer problems, and of course, I can't help myself. It's like, I'm a major geek. One thing that a lot of people don't know about me is that I used to be a certified computer technologist, and did that for a little while. When I got burned out of kitchen, I decided, oh, let's go try this for a while, and did really well at it, but I really hated it. And so, you know, worked on his computer a little bit, hung out with him, and we laughed and all sorts of stuff. He's a really cool dude. So go check out the Rights Trapping. That's Coyote. He's a really cool guy. He was on my way home from the doctor's office. I'm probably gonna stop in again on my next doctor's appointment because I've got a webcam that I don't use that might actually be of benefit to him because it's wide angle, and it works really great in low light. And it's a 4K camera that I don't use, that I bought a long time ago and just never got around to using it. We used it very, very briefly when we first started my my YouTube channel, and so I'm just gonna pass that one off onto him because he could probably use it. Probably give him better lighting because he's in the Coyote den, which doesn't have very good lighting to begin with. So anyhow, so by the time that I got to Coyote's house, my arm started to feel a little bit better. Not much, but at least it was kind of feeling. It wasn't as sharp. The pain wasn't as sharp, and it wasn't as obnoxious. And it was the lidocaine. I don't know what it is about lidocaine or novocaine, but sometimes it doesn't always work on me, or sometimes it's a very, very, very delayed effect. Because I was like, a couple hours into it, right? So, all right, here I am. I'm actually the edge was taken off. But then 6 o'clock in the evening came along. The most 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the evening came along, and all of a sudden it's like it started to wear off. And the doctor assured me, "Oh yeah, you're gonna start feeling it about midnight." Oh my ass! 6:30, I'm texting the concierge, hoping and praying that she's still there, to please leave a note for Amanda that I am not going to be coming in on Friday, and I'm calling out. And so, struggling with it all throughout the weekend, and today, it's like it's just been clunky and clunky and clunky, and every time I move my arm, it's like it's just clunk, 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 and I'm like, what the hell, man? So, and I've turned in paperwork to, because I got a bunch of accrued sick time, right? Because I never called out sick ever up until this, and was out for a month. Just came back, so it's like I don't know what the payroll schedules look like. So I got pulled into the office today, and the boss is telling me, "Oh well, I got your time off thing, and they're gonna, it's possible that it's gonna get denied. You do realize that payroll has already been put in." I'm like, okay, so yeah, payroll was already put in, but I put it in on Monday as soon as I got back. It's not like I can drive all the way down here. Of course, these are thoughts in my head, like, really? Just wanted to see what she was going to say. Well, I'm going to try to push it through, but it's very possible that they're going to deny it. They're going to deny it, and they're not going to let you have it. It's like, I'm going to be like, okay, so, all right, time to go get an attorney. All right, so that's what I'm all about right now. Is I'm going to go all scorched earth, because when I backtrack to the two doctor's appointments, went to go see my occupational physician. Oh my God, this is just nasty ass freaking. It's pissing in here. It's just absolutely pissing. So anyway, I like the surgeon was like, "Oh yeah, well we could do surgery on that to remove that bone spur." I'm like, really? And that gave me a little bit of hope that, there was something that could be done about this, because, I researched it, and hey, Joey, I couldn't find a lot of anything on it other than they stick this big bore needle in there full of lidocaine, and then what they do is they flush it full of water, you stick this needle into it and break up this calcification, and then they basically roto-rooter it out, with this big bore needle and syringe, and it's like, that doesn't sound like much fun, but I need something done about this. I'm so freaking pissed off right now, and my boss said, "Well, they're gonna deny it. I'll try to push it through." I said, "Well, Amanda already said that she was gonna push it through. So, are you done with me now? Are we done? Are we done? Can I go now?" And it's like, yeah. It's like, whatever. So, yeah. Anyhow, so that's the update on the shoulder, and we're not going to talk about the shoulder for a while until I have another update. It's just not something that I want to really talk about. So I figured, okay, so I'm just going to talk about it here. I can't read anybody's questions about, any potential questions anybody's asking me. So, yeah, Timmy can answer those. But, it's just life as usual. It's like just power through and try to get through this as best as humanly possible. At least today, I got to put in my own freaking grocery order, and it's just amazing how many residents are so freaking upset. And oh, by the way, we played bingo today, and I played front desk, and I went and fixed a cable box, and did my grocery my grocery order, and and Yeah, they love bingo too. Old people are very serious about their bingo. It's like if you don't call it the right way or if you lollygag about, they're gonna frickin' just let you know all about it. All about it. Well, that's not how our other activity director used to do it. Well, that activity director is no longer here. Hello, you've got me. At least you got me, right? Oh, yeah, we love you. All right, then shut up and just play bingo, would you? And just giving them some razzings here and there, and you know, because they could be really sassy. They could be really sassy with me. But they all love me, so it's like I'm all good about that. It's like every single day I hear, God, we missed you so much. I've missed you so much. I'm like, I missed you all too, very much. I'm glad I'm back. Thank you. You know, and so they're like, when do you get to cook again? I go, when the doctor says that this is okay enough to be able um, to do some actual work, because you don't understand that what I do is not like cooking at home where you got a little 8 by 8 inch pan or a 13 by 9 pan, 13 by 9 by 2 pan. These are like full-size hotel pans. Sometimes these hotel pans can hold an awful lot of food. You're trying to juggle that in and out of the oven, and it weighs a whole lot. It's really hot. There's a hole in your glove, and you're trying very hard not to burn yourself, and trying to dodge your coworkers because they're trying to cross the line as you're trying to turn around to take it out of the oven to put it in the steam well for service, and so on and so forth. And who knows? Can you help me with the garbage? Yeah, you know, everything's heavy. Yeah, I think it's just, oh my God, what is up with this? You guys see this? Here, let me turn off the windshield wipers for just a moment here. If you can see that. There we go. Is that bizarre or what? So, welcome to the great Pacific Northwest, where it may say that we could be sunny and 74 degrees, but that's subject to change any given moment. All of a sudden, it's like, now the heavy rain has stopped. Why? Not that I'm complaining any, but it looks like I'm hitting traffic. So, anyhow. So what we got going on the thing, or on the calendar, is this upcoming weekend. We were not expecting to hit monetization. I figured it was probably going to be the end of the month, but it just came up just out of the blue. I've been watching the numbers, and it's like sometimes these frickin' numbers just don't make sense, And if you have a channel, you know what I mean by the numbers just don't make sense. The way they go up, the way they go down, the way they just mysteriously just, add on or subtract out, yada da da da. It's like, it's just been so freaking annoying. No, police are not hearing. Anyway, so, um, yeah, so one of the things that we were planning to do is, I as promised, gonna make sushi. But also at the same time, it's also Carolina's birthday. And Carolina is a very dear friend. She is one of the onesie gals. You'll see her come in as onesies or onesie gals, uh, because I have these onesies, and they're like really heavy duty, and it's like wearing a fur, but it's all a onesie, and the footies zip out and stuff like that. It's got a hood, and They're very comfortable, very warm, and so on and so forth. And they're made by Pajamagram, but they don't have all the pretty options anymore. I think they've gotten away from doing onesies, these big, heavy-duty onesies. I think they have like two different ones on there, but I've got the garnet one, and I also have a chocolate one that's got a faux fur line on the hoodie part on the hood. So and on the ankle or on the wrists. So it cuffs, I guess. Yeah, cuffs. So you know it. I look like a little frickin' fat Asian teddy bear in it. So if I were a Labubu, that's what I'd be wearing. Filipino Labubu thing. Yeah. So anyhow, honest to goodness, I look like a Labubu. What the f is a Labubu, Simi? Well, do a Uncle Google search on it. Labubu, Labubu. So anyhow, um, so the onesie women um, became a thing very early on in our YouTube journey, and I talked Tiger into buying them for the girls because Carolina and Vic are part of Tiger's staff. I'm not going to go into detail what he does because that's not my story to tell. And they were looking for something warm to wear because they came from warm climate, right? They're not used to being in cold climate. So I said, oh, well, you got to get these. And so he bought them some onesies, and then we became the onesie women. And that's where that came from. So she's the onesie gals. So that's how her name came to be. And then there's Vic. I might have this backwards. Chances are I have it backwards. No, I don't. Maybe, I don't know. But anyhow, so yeah, onesies. Love onesies. In the winter, I live in those things pretty much. But now I got big blanket company hideout hoodies now, and it's like those are comfortable too. Actually, come to think of it now, I think about how often I wore my onesie over the course of the whole winter. I don't think I wore them all but maybe 2 or 3 times. Whereas before, it's like, I was always in it. And Timmy got it for me a long time ago. These things were really super freaking expensive back in the day when Pajamagram first came out. So it's like, and they had like all sorts of different colors and stuff like that. And so I remember wanting one so bad, and Timmy got me one. And he used to laugh about it. It's not the kind of lingerie that a guy wants to see their girl in. And back then I was pretty skinny and a lot younger and not so old and not so chubby, fluffy, whatever you want to call me. So we were the onesies. Still are the onesies, I guess. Really good at spending Tiger's money. So then I got him stuck on Sock Dream, just out of Portland. It's a sock company that sells toe socks, thigh-high toe socks. So if you like toe socks, they got some really nice thigh-high socks. That was a lot of fun, simpler times. So it's Carolina's birthday, which also coincides with the sushi. So looking forward to that. So we're gonna have a little celebration because we have to break in that sushi rice bowl that Jerry Butler got for me, gifted to me, because that was going to be the bowl that we were going to use for our celebration. And so we're going to do a couple rolls, and then the following week is doing the up and coming chicken parm on a Blackstone challenge, brought to you by Whistle Stop Homestead, Yes I Can Barbecue, and Have Fun in Nature. And I'm not competing, but I'm making chicken parm, but I'm not competing. And I'm using dino nuggets, damn it, because I can. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. It's going to be at a different time next week, though, than usual, because usually we go at 6. I think we're going at 2 o'clock Pacific time, so we're going to be 4 hours earlier. That's because we're covering 3 different time zones. We have me in the Pacific Northwest, and then over is Have Fun in Nature, because they're over in Montana, and then you got the 2 Texans, Yes I Can Barbecue and Whistle Stop Homestead. And so, who do you think is going to win this challenge? Do you think it's going to be Simon? Do you think it's going to be Ed? Do you think it's going to be Brian? What team are you on? Let's see it. If you're Team Simon, type Team Simon. If you're Team Ed, type Team Ed. If you're Team Brian, type Team Brian. I want to see where we are. I don't know if I could do a poll. Maybe Timmy could do a poll. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to start working on members only content. We're going to have a 1 to 2 drops weekly on some really nice culinary content, like how-tos. Like we're going to be covering all the mother sauces and knife cuts, and talk about the science behind what makes food taste delicious, and other things. So if there's something that you would like to see, please drop me a message to my email, which is in my channel. You can find it there. And just drop me a note and say, I want to learn how to do this. I know that the following week after the Blackstone challenge is a request from M. Buglet, how to make chicken pot pies. Maybe we'll use dino nuggets in that too. That would be freaking hilarious. Hey, dino nugget pot pie. I'm kidding. Or maybe I'm not kidding. You'll have to just tune in to find out. So, I know that M. Buglet's looking forward to that. It's so super duper simple. A whole bunch of ways that you could do it. You could do a bottom pie crust with the filling on top, and you could drop dumplings on top. You decorate it with some dumplings, and do a chicken and dumpling pot pie, or you could put a top on it and make it into a traditional pot pie, or you could, cover it in cheesy mashed potato, but have the bottom crust, that sort of thing. But I know that Penny Ortiz wanted to see pie crust. So not a lot of people know this. There's 2 different kinds of pie crusts. Actually, there's more than 2, but when it comes to, baking pies, there's mealy and there's flaky. And the mealy one is a little bit hardier, and it's not as prone to. Now look at this. I got blue sky and it's not raining. What the hell? What's that all about? So mealy pie crust is one that can withstand a lot of wet, so that you don't end up with a soggy bottom crust, or what's known as an overpour. Um, and then there's the flaky, which is generally used for the top, because the bottom one, you want it to be able to withstand any kind of wet that there is in it. So you use that pie crust for the bottom, and then you put a flaky pie crust on the top. So we're going to talk about that as well. And that's going to be on the live stream. You guys are going to love it, because I love pot pies, and they're so simple to make. And yes, it's nice to be able to go and buy, the frozen Marie calendars and just call it a day. But there's just, when you make them from scratch with love, it's like you can just tell that this pot pie is going to be extra special, because it's got love in it. That's what makes it so good. You take the most basic bitch filling, put it in there, and if you put it together with a whole lot of love, it's going to be special. If you're pissed off and you hate life and you hate your job and you want to yell at everybody because you feel like you need to be the bad guy, you can cook the best thing in the world, and it's going to suck because it wasn't cooked with love. It was cooked with hate. You don't want a pie filled with hatred, right? Hatred, discontent, whatever you want to call it. You don't want that. So cook your food with love. Cops are out like crazy. I got one right behind me, and I'm like, did I renew my license tabs? I'm like pulled over again. Last time I got pulled over, it was because of license tabs, and they were about ready to take me off to jail because apparently I was driving on a suspended license, which I wasn't. I paid the ticket, but they never sent me notification that they sent the money order back. I don't even know what happened to that money order, because I've never seen it. I never saw it come back, because they didn't want to take checks. They didn't want to take electronic checks. They didn't want to take debit cards, credit cards, nothing. It had to be money order, strictly money order. So I think it's a scam. So apparently I had transposed a number in the cents part of the ticket, and because even though it was 10 cents in their favor, um, they sent it back because they didn't want to deal with the accounting. But they never sent me notification that they were sending it back, because I never got it. And so how am I supposed to know that my license is revoked or suspended if I don't know about it? You guys don't send me anything. So I asked them, can you at least follow me into the parking lot at the grocery store so I can park my car safely over there, and I'll have somebody come and get me. He goes, you better not think about, leaving this. I'm gonna wait for whoever that's going to pick you up to come and pick you up, because I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm like, really? Crying out loud. Okay, whatever. At least you're not taking me to jail. Because I argued with them. I'm like, no, it's not. And so it was so stupid. They suspended my driver's license over $68 mother freaking dollars. Okay, it's like, what the hell's wrong with you people? So I had to be late for work, which was like 4 hours, because I had to go and pay my ticket, and then I had to take the receipt in to go and get to go and get my license tabs, and then come to find out that they needed me to go and get my driver's license because it wouldn't take my driver's license because it was suspended. Stupid. So I got my driver's license and went back to get my license tabs. And it's like by the time all was said and done, at that point, I was already in it for like 300 and something odd dollars. I had to get my tabs. I had to get my driver's license reinstated. And, it was like $300 by the time all was said and done, right? And so I'm like, okay, whatever. And then, so I wrote a letter to the court saying, well, here's what happened. And the city of Burien verified that this is what happened. Can you just, not have me pay this fine? I wasn't speeding. It was all over expired license tabs. So I got notice from the judge that I had to pay half of it, that he deducted half of it. It's like, this happened during COVID, so it's like, nobody was going anywhere. My car sat in my driveway for months without being moved, right? It's like if I wasn't driving anywhere because we were told to stay home, then how am I going to know that my license tabs had expired? Because my license tabs expired the last day of June, July, August, September. They were expired by 3 months. And it was coincidentally the first day back to work after being shut down due to COVID. So then I had to pay that ticket, which was like 200 something on dollars. But it was just a nuisance. So whenever I'm driving through the Bonnie Lake area, I just don't, I see a cop behind me. And it's like, my God, great. Please don't pull me over. I'm going the speed limit for once. My license is in good standing. I think my license tabs are okay. My dumb luck, I'd be probably over a brake light, or something. I don't know. But anyway. Todd saw. Can't come on Saturday, Gary. I'm assuming he's not coming. Todd's not coming to the meetup. I really wish we could go to the meetup. Well, with my shoulder being as it is, missing a whole month's worth of work, and Timmy's still not fully walking, it's kind of impossible. Oh, come on, people. I have to go to the store, pick up a prescription, and pick up stuff for dinner, pick up some snacky things. But that's the thing, Timmy. I was not doing anything screwed up. I explained to him, I'm sorry. My car's been sitting in my driveway for 5 months. Today's the first day back to work in 5 months since COVID, when they first let us reopen with modified restrictions, modified opening, which was stupid. And I explained to him, I said, I will go and promise I'll go take care of it tomorrow. Well, your driver's license is suspended. I'm like, no, it's not. Something about, and he's like telling me that it was due to an unpaid traffic ticket. I'm like, no, I paid that. Instead of just saying, okay, go take care of it, please. Well, you need to park your car and get out. If you don't have somebody to come get you, I can take you to the police station. Wow, really? No, we're not coming to the meetup. Wish we could. And, money's a little tight right now. And it's not dire or anything. It's just that, we can't really afford to, you know, get on a plane. A little expensive right now. I think of other bills that I could be paying instead. But, next year, my car will be paid off, and hopefully Timmy will be able to walk a little bit better. I don't know how well we would. Oh, that's what it was. I was gonna stop off at the Hawaiian barbecue place. I guess Timmy couldn't find anything that he liked on the menu, so I guess it's cheese and bread for dinner. Okay, never mind, Tim. Oh, so anyway, I'm gonna lose signal here shortly. Get here. Whoa, Jesus! What a dick! Do you not pay attention to where you're going? All right, great. My case of wine is now up my ass. Thank you, dickhead. Should be parked over there anyhow. Should be parked over here instead of up against the building. Those are for compact cars. That's a big old ass truck, dickhead. So, sorry. Used it away in Tweakerville back here behind the grocery store. It was a tweaker. I hate this store. Alright, I'm just gonna park over here. Alright. Munchie Mafia. It is that time. Y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget, cook with love, eat with passion. I'll see you on the weekend and or somewhere. I'm sure I'll run into y'all somewhere. So have a good one, guys. Bye bye.